football. We know that we're in the middle of NFL preseason. Yay. And the regular season is like, what, 3 weeks away? I think it's 3 weeks away.
Yes.
Wow. Less than a month. Come on, September. But anyway, one note that's noteworthy here. Tim Tebow has been fired. Well, I should say cut. It's the same thing, right? Yeah. But he's been cut from the Jacksonville Jaguars and his latest comeback attempt in the professional sport. Now I will say this. I'm not going to bag on Tebow. Sure, he's a pub hound. Sure, he loves the attention. Sure, he's used his name to get these types of opportunities. Because let's be real. If his name was than Tim Tebow, would he been able to get a baseball contract with the New York Mets organization after not playing baseball since high school? No. And if his name wasn't Tim Tebow, would he be able to get an opportunity to not only play in professional football for the first time damn near 10 years, but do so at a different position? Former quarterback, the tight end. Answer is hell no. No one would get that opportunity.
You know what, though, Scott? I'll say this, right? It's not necessarily just the name of Tim Tebow. It's what he did for who he did it for. And you add in those two ingredients to that. Urban Meyer and the fact that he won a Heisman Trophy and they won a national title together. You mix that in together. Urban Meyer's first job in the NFL level. That's my boy. I also understand that, hey, he's a year away potentially of getting his pension. Let me go ahead and bring him in so we can get that. You know, if he can at least if he can prove himself and be good enough to make the roster, one up on him. But we also found out that, hey, he's not good enough. And if you're not, I'm going to have to cut you. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because you saw the highlights, man, when they played Cleveland.
Yeah.
Dude whiffed on 2 blocks. And I know the first one was the guy who was a 5th string outside linebacker crashed out too hard, and Tim Tebow kind of lost his footing when he gave him the forearm shiver with his off arm, which he should do, right? Because he's left-handed. He did with his right arm. So he did right, but he looked like he whiffed. And he probably did whiff a little bit, but what the fact is that the guy crashed down too hard because he didn't know what the hell he was doing either, which made it look like stupid. He probably got cut himself today as well, or like before today as well. But the second one was when he just totally whiffed on the defender near the goal, near the inside the 10-yard line. And it's on YouTube somewhere. That's when you're like, man, how do you watch that as a head coach and still keep that guy around on the roster? You can't do that. Because other guys are looking at that and going, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious? If that was me, I would have been walking out yesterday. Turning in my playbook yesterday. So he had to do that. Or Meyer had to do that. But the thing is, like, why, if you really want him the chance to succeed, even if, first of all, why would you allow him to play a position he's never played? Because it's totally different playing quarterback. Yeah, the dude is 275. Yeah, he's big as a house. Yeah, he's beefy. He's not fat. He's kind of beefy. But still, it's a different thing from playing a quarterback. He's naturally a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he has to go catch the ball, go run pass patterns, block. That takes some want-to block. That's different. It's more like playing defense in the NBA. You have to have a rebound. You have to have a rebound, want-to and desire. You can't go in a half-ass, you're going to get your ass kicked. That's how blocking this is in the NFL, especially at that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, the pass catching passes, he's never done that before. Why, if he's going to make him a different position, why not making him an H-back? Or fullback?
You know what?
Because he did a lot of running in college. Or jump passes at the goal line.
Yeah.
Why not? Because he put him in a position where he can't. It's like putting a person in a position where he's going to destined to fail. He's in a position to fail. Put him in.
You know why? You know why not H-back? He's probably not fast enough.
Yeah, especially given that he hasn't played in the NFL in damn near 10 years.
Yeah.
So and he's a bigger guy at that.
Most definitely. But yeah, there was no way in the world we're going to see him at QB, especially if I'm Urban Meyer, because we just drafted a QB who we want to be our future. I don't necessarily want his mental to be diminished because he has to hear questions week in and week out about his play and whether or not he's going to be replaced by Tim Tebow.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it because what a fucked up way to ruin your quarterback's confidence. Your overall number one overall picks confidence and having Tebow mania on the sidelines if he struggles. Yeah. He's going to struggle. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
And plus, Tim Tebow is a of where? Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville. Yeah. And see, that was the thing that people were even talking about.
All those Florida alums.
Of course. Yeah. But that was the one thing people were talking about even before training camp even started was at what point will Tim Tebow start as quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars? Dude, can we even get him on the field first before you even start?
Thank you.
Yes. But see, I'll say this, right? This is what happens when you have nothing else to talk about and you have to bring up some sort of fodder to get people talking. Right. And one of sports' greatest talking points is Tim Tebow. And the quarterback position, if you combine those two things together, right?
For Urban Meyer.
Especially as it pertains to professional sports. So you get those two things together, man, people are going to want to talk. That's why we got it. But at the same time, I'm like, this dude's not going to be good enough to play quarterback in the NFL right now because he was barely good enough when he was in shape to do it. So let Trevor Lawrence prepare himself to get himself ready for his rookie season without any additional distractions, and he'll be fine. So yeah, I'm just glad, not necessarily that Tim Tebow is without an NFL job, but at the same time, let's be real, he's done well for himself, and he's done well for saving his money. And what else? He can go right back to doing what he was doing before he was brought into Jacksonville, which is television. So that won't be an issue.
And he was good at that. He was great on the
SEC network. Good at exactly. So he can saunter himself right back to that, and he'll be fine, right? Yeah. But yeah, I'm just glad that it's over, so we can just stop talking about Tim Tebow during the football season. That's the main thing, because I'm like, they're reasonable football experts that are spending way too much time analyzing Tim Tebow.
Yes, I totally agree. ESPN and Fox Sports, especially, you guys are guilty.
Yeah.
I'll say this one last thing too, to put a red bow, hopefully, on the Tim Tebow phenomenon.
Or maybe an orange one.
There you go. Here's the thing. You said it earlier. Tebow is not. I heard us talk about Tim Tebow's a bust. Tim Tebow's a bust. He's not a bust. Not for what he accomplished. He got to accomplish. First of all, for him to play in the NFL and take his team to the playoffs, that's impressive enough to defy all odds and win a playoff game.
Yeah.
He's not a bust, people. He is not a bust. He played, 4 or 5 years in the NFL? And for him
I think it was 3 or 4.
3 or 4, okay, got you. But still, that's the average amount of the length of a career.
And it is, yes.
So
right?
He did that. And he made good money, right? He had some success. He did win on that level, not the championship. But he won a division title. So, I mean, with the Denver Broncos, people shouldn't hate on him that much. Because to your point, he's made some money, made some more money doing the broadcaster thing. He seems like a very, very smart and sharp dude. He seems like a very good dude. So he seems like he's doing well for himself, and God bless him. He got to live his dream. He got to be a quarterback in college, or high school level, collegiate level, won a Heisman, won 2 national titles, goes to the NFL, gets drafted in the first round, then the following season leads the Denver team from a 1-4 start to win the division and win a playoff game against my Steelers in overtime. Damn you, Ike Taylor, and I'll leave it at that. But still, even after they got their asses kicked the next round by New England, the point is that, hey, it's no shame of losing to get your ass kicked by Tom Brady in the playoffs and Bill Belichick in the playoffs.
No.
He had a damn good career. It's not stellar, it's not great, but he wasn't a damn bust. So
yeah, can we be real about this real quick?
Yeah.
He was the 25th pick in that year's draft.
Right.
How many busts do you see from the number 25 spot? He was legit damn near a second-round pick. That's real.
Yeah.
Is he really a bust?
Exactly.
That's the 25th spot.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for saying it. Because it's not like he wasn't the top 10. It wasn't like he was a top overall pick.
No.
He's the 25th pick of the draft. He wasn't expected to play much of this rookie year anyway.
No. I mean, let's be real. Yeah, he won a Heisman Trophy. Yes, he won national championships. He was still the 25th overall pick. There were 24 other teams that didn't think much of him at the time, and the Jets were like, we need a QB.
Yeah.
Because was it the Jets? Who drafted him? Was it the Jets?
The Broncos. The Broncos
drafted him. And they already had a QB. They're like, we need a backup. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, let's go ahead and have a quarterback battle.
Yeah.
You know, all the other organizations that needed a QB passed on this man. Denver had one in place. Oddly enough, Tebow beat him out and was able to take the team to the playoffs. Dude, he was not a bust.
Yeah.
He was not a bust.
So just stop with that. Stop with the look. I teased Tim Tebow about being a pub hound, but you know, the dude wasn't a bust. He had a damn good career in the NFL. Yeah. So let's just put that to rest. So we're going to move from the